Healthy. I'm your host, Tia Marks, and today I'm here with Steve from PRONATION here in Toowong. So Steve, what is the importance of having really good athletic shoes?
When you run, in particular, you land with 3 to 6 times your body weight, and also if you're training a lot, the body's taking a lot of impact and there's a lot of stresses, so you just really need to make sure that you're getting enough protection, whether it be support or cushioning, and also the fit's really important. So you've got to make sure that your foot can spread nicely. You've got 109 ligaments and tendons in your feet, 33 joints, 26 bones, and they're designed to absorb shock. So if the shoe's not allowing the foot to move comfortably when you're going through your running motion, then you end up with problems with your feet.
Okay, so you just mentioned problems with your feet. What are some injuries you're at risk of if you're not wearing the proper shoes?
The foot itself is a pretty awesome piece of equipment, and it's designed to absorb shock for the body. So its natural motion is to land on the outside and move through to the big toe to toe off. That's called pronation. Everyone does it. If you do it too much, then it can cause a lot of problems, and if you don't do it enough, then it can also cause problems. So the goal of footwear is to be able to help allow the foot to move into a natural position when you're running or exercising generally, and also as far as foot problems you can get shin splints if you're rolling in too much or there's too much movement inside, and also if your foot's not rolling in enough, you can get also stress-related injuries like stress fractures and that sort of stuff. So it can also impact your knees, your lower back, your ankles. So there's lots of things that can happen, but if you're wearing the right shoes, and it helps a lot with that stuff.
So how do you know if you're wearing the wrong shoes? What are some signs?
The signs are if you take your inner sole out and you look at where your toes are on the inner sole, if they're actually encroaching on the outside of the inner sole, it means that probably the shoes are too small. Or if your foot's hanging, showing that the toes are across the lateral aspect of the inner sole or the outside of the inner sole, they're probably too narrow. That's some of the things you can do. You can also look at, even if look at the back of your shoe, if there's a bit of a tilt of the upper, that could mean the shoes aren't supporting you enough. Or if you've got black toenails, it's a pretty normal indication the shoes are too short. Or if there's a little wear hole at the back of the heel, it means that they're probably too short because you've worn through the back of the heel. So there's lots of little tiny things or cues that can tell you. Your best thing to do is maybe go to a good store and they can have a look at your shoes and they can tell you if you're wearing the right shoe or not.
Yeah. How often should you be changing your shoes? Should you change them fairly regularly?
If it's for running, then they say it's around about 600 to 800 kilometres generally, but you can't really know. What happens if you don't change them regularly, you start to get some impact issues, like could be getting it like shin soreness or that sort of stuff. If you're working out a lot, I'd say if you're working out 5 times a week, you probably should be going through probably 2 pairs of shoes a year for sure.
So you guys do foot scans here. So what does the foot scan show?
Well, the cool thing is I've been working in footwear for nearly 30 years, and I'm extremely excited about what we're doing at PRONATION. Normally you use a branding device, which is a little metal plate, and that measures the foot. It does the length and the arch length, which shows where the foot bends. But when we use the 3D foot scanner, it actually gives us a dimensional measurement. So it gives us a 3-dimensional measurement of the length of the foot to the millimetre, to the 0.1 of a millimetre, and the variance between both. Also it gives us the ball girth circumference, the instep circumference, also the heel tilt, which gives us a bit of a heads up whether the foot may or may not roll in. It shows navicular displacement, which is also a part of a bone in the foot that can indicate that the foot could roll in. So, and it compares it, so we get a comparative analysis against people with the same age group and the same gender, and that gives us a lot of information when you're fitting the shoe. So we're very excited to use a 3D scanner. It makes a huge difference when we're fitting shoes.
So we know that flip-flops are pretty bad for your feet, just the common flip-flops we buy at surf shops. So what is wrong with flip-flops? Because I know I shouldn't be wearing them, but I still do. So why shouldn't you wear flip-flops?
Well, the foot's a dynamic system. Yeah. So basically, all you're getting with a flip-flop is a flat surface. So there's nothing contoured about a flip-flop, which means the arch gets a lot of stress on it. So it puts a lot of strain on the arch. Now there are flip-flops now that actually have inbuilt arches built into them, which obviously they're not perfect because you've also got to grip with your toes a little bit, because there's when you're walking and your heel comes right up, you have to hang on somehow, so the toes grip a little bit, so they claw up a little bit. That's not too bad, but it's not fantastic. It's more to do with the level of arch support. So being a flat surface, it does put a lot of extra pressure on the foot. Also, the cushioning's not great, and people like to wear their flip-flops all day because they're so comfortable. As far as you don't, especially in summer. So you can actually buy flip-flops these days, which aren't too bad.
Awesome. Thank you. So do you have a message for anyone out there that's looking to buy some new shoes, or that have a lot of foot problems and trying to figure out why their shoes aren't working for them?
Yeah, basically it's an education thing. So once you understand what to look for, even if you weren't shopping at a store like FootMotion, you can go into a store and you can actually, look at the shoes. You can actually test the shoes by bending them, also seeing what level of support they've got. So I think education is the big takeaway. So once you've got an understanding, you don't necessarily have to come into a store like FootMotion, but we obviously are happy to have you if you want to come and check us out. So, but that's probably the big takeaway. Just educate yourself on what's going to work for you.
Thank you so much for checking out the 23rd edition of the Strong Happy Heathy Magazine. I had a great time hanging out with Steve from FootMotion here in Toowong. So if you are the type of person that does get shin splints or sore feet when you work out, then make sure you go in and get a free foot scan. It only takes 15 minutes and it's totally worth it. I've done a foot scan before and now they know exactly what type of shoes work best for me. And I go there all the time for my shoes. So make sure you go do that. And if you like this video, please make sure you like, follow and subscribe to my social channels. I've got some really cool videos coming up, so make sure you stay tuned.